Hello all, this is Ankit. In this video, we are going to learn about how to create Azure resources by using Terraform. But the Terraform code which we are going to run, we are not going to run manually. We are going to run by using Azure DevOps pipeline. And to learn about this particular project, you need to have a knowledge about Azure. You need to have the knowledge about Terraform. You need to have the knowledge about DevOps organization. So once you have that knowledge, then only you can learn this Azure DevOps Terraform project. Now, first of all, what we have to do it is to learn about this particular project is you need to have an Azure account. Once you have the Azure account, you need to create a organization in your DevOps organization, which we can go here and search DevOps organization, view my organizations. And once you create the organization, if you already have the knowledge about DevOps organization, then definitely you know that you need to fill the form to activate your pipeline. And then in 72 hours or might be 5 to 7 days, it will take maximum. They will activate your pipeline and then you can only work on your pipeline. Without activated pipeline, you can't run the pipeline. Now, this is my organization. In this organization, I already have three organization. I'm going to use this DevOps 433 organization here. And in this one, what we are going to do it is we are going to create a new project. I already have a project. I can use the same one also, but let's create a new one. Give the name as new project. I'll give the name as Terraform hyphen project and click on create. Done. Our project is ready. Now we have to go to repos and we have to note down this URL, the URL which we are able to see here. We have to note down this URL. Let me open Notepad and I'm noting down here. Next step is I'm going to create one folder in my local machine. So let me go to D drive and I'm going to create a folder Azure Terraform project. Done. Now I'm going to open Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code, I'm going to open. What I'm going to do here is the project which we have created, that particular project is going to link with my local machine. So here we have clone git repository. You can click here or you can come here in source control. There also you will find the same option. Now paste this URL in the top, enter. Now when I press enter, we have to select the folder which we have created and select as repository destination. Done. And now they are going to create one folder. Click on open. Now you can see here in our DevOps in Azure Terraform project folder, they created a folder with the name Terraform project. Now in this folder, we have to give some code. The code actually which we are going to run to create our resources. Now, if you are doing first time, then it will might ask for your Azure email address password. Also, you have to give it. I'm not doing first time. That's why it is not asking. If you're doing first time, definitely it is going to ask. Now, in your local machine, you have to give the code. The code is given in this link. The document I'm going to give in the description of this video. You can get the document and then from there you will get this code also. I have this code ready. Let me go to that particular code. Here it is. So these three files which I need to enter here. Now, what we have in these files, let's see that. Now, the first is I have a bootstrap folder. Let me open this one. In this one, I have a main folder. I have a provider file. I have Terraform TFR and I have a variable files. Let me open the provider file. This is my provider details. I have given it. You'll get a client ID, client secret, tenant ID, subscription ID. We'll get it from our different files. I have created variables here. Next is I'm going to open the main file. In this main file, we are creating one resource group. We are creating one storage account. And under the storage account, we are creating one container. And I'm using the resource type dot local name dot name location. And here we'll give the storage account name. And my storage account name is my TF back storage and container name is TFJ. Now, why I'm creating this storage account? This storage account, I'm creating it for my backend. In Terraform, we have a concept of backend where our Terraform TF state file is not going to store in our local machine, it is going to store somewhere. So in that particular container, system is going to store that particular TF state file for the resources which we are going to create by using Terraform. Then here is my variable file. Let's open the variable file now. Here I have my variables, client ID, client secret, tenant ID, tenant subscription ID, resource group name, location. Here we have. Next thing, Terraform TF4. So here we are just providing only two things, resource group name and the location. I'm not providing these details. These details are very sensitive details. We have it. We can't provide directly right now in our file. Now, where we are going to provide these details, we'll discuss in upcoming video. So this is one resource we are creating here under this folder Bootstrap. Then we have one more folder called one.infra. Under this, I'm creating virtual machine. So first, again, I have the provider details. Same provider details I have here also. The one which we have in the first folder, we have in this folder also. Next is, let's open the main.tf file. So in this one, we are creating a lot of resources. We are creating resource group, virtual network, subnet, NSG, and under NSG, we are enabling two rules. And those rule details are not given here. Then we are creating public IP, network interface, network interface security group association, and then here we are creating the virtual machine. And in this virtual machine, I'm using the custom data option also. So we are running the cloud init script also under this custom data. So the script automatically which run while creating our virtual machine. So in this one, we are going to just only install the web server. Then here we have the backend details. Here I'm giving the backend details also. Why I'm giving backend detail? Because the virtual machine which we are going to create for that Terraform TS state file is going to store in that storage account. Under storage account container is going to create, in that container they will store. Now here we have the variable file, lot of variables. And then Terraform TF4. Here are the values. We have given here. Next, we have output.tf also. We want to print our public IP address of our virtual machine. So I don't have to go to the virtual machine service to get the IP address. I can get from my Terraform pipeline also there. I can get it, the IP address, and then we can paste in the browser, and then we can see the output of our web server, which we are going to install. And all this code we are running by using the Azure Pipeline YAML script. Here it is. So here I'm going to create something called grouping. That name I will use a Terraform secret image. Here is a script where we are going to install Terraform. They are going to use Terraform apply. This is one stage they are going to do it. In this first stage, they are going to create storage account. In the second stage, we are going to create the virtual machine. So all that particular Terraform code is given here. The script we are going to run. Now, next thing what we have to do it is, after understanding of this code, we need to upload that particular code. So just click on yes. Now click on source control and click on commit. Yes. Now give the commit message. I'm giving the name as self online training and click here accept commit message. Click on save. Then click on publish branch. And push the code. Done. Now let's check our Azure storage account. Refresh this page. Here I'm getting. So we are able to get our code here. Now once our code is there, now we need to get some details. Now we need to provide our subscription ID. We need to provide the tenant ID, which is given in our code. Those details we have to provide here, the provided details. So now let's get those details here. So go to enter ID service. Here I'm getting the enter ID service. Go to app registrations. So under monitoring, sorry, under manage, we have app registrations. Click here. Click on new registration. Give the name. I'll give the name as Terraform. Terraform training. This is the name I'm giving here. And click on register. Now here we will get client ID and tenant ID. So here I got the client ID. Note down the client ID and let me mention here, this is client ID. Then tenant ID. Done. So we note down the client ID and tenant ID. Now click on certificates and secret. Under manage, we have that option. Click here. Now click on new client secret. Now give the description. Again, I'm giving the name as Terraform training. And when you want that secret get expire, you can give here. Now click on add. Now once I click on add, we have to note down the value. So we have note down the value here. Now go to your subscription. So here we have our subscription. Go to subscription. Click on your subscription name. Click on Access Control IAM. Then click on Add. Add. Click on Role Assignment. Now select Privilege Administrator role. Click on here. And here we have to select the contributor role. Click on Next. Now select Member. Now what member we have to select here? We have to search here Terraform training. The application which we have created under the Entra ID, we need to select that particular application here. Select. Now review plus assign. Again, click on review plus assign. Then now go to your project. And one more thing we have to note down is the subscription ID. So here is my subscription ID. Here I got my subscription ID. So we got all four things which is required to run our pipeline. Now go to your DevOps organization. Here we have our DevOps organization. Go to pipeline. And here we have something called library. Now what is this library? Under this library, we can store our variable values. So whatever the values, the secret values you want to store it, you can store here. Click on plus button. Now give the variable group name. I'm giving the variable group name as Terraform secrets. Now, why I'm using this name Terraform secrets? Because in the pipeline code which we are going to run, in that one, the group name I have already given as Terraform secret. If you are using something else, you have to change the name here. Description also. And here we have to add the values. So I'm adding four values here. These are the one. The first is ARM client ID. Add name. So enter the client ID here. Again, click on add client secret. This is value, the value which we have noted down. That value is your client secret. Again, click on add ARM underscore subscription ID. Enter your subscription ID. Next thing, ARM tenant ID. Add. Here is the tenant ID. Done. Now click on save. Now I have used these names ARM client ID, client secret, client subscription ID, tenant ID. Can you guys use something else name? Yes, you can use something else name also. But if you're going to something else name, you have to change it at lot of places. Here you can see those names you have to change. Here also you have to change. Here also you have to change. At multiple places, you have to change those names. So easy way is use the same one. If you want to change, you can change also. Done. And here we have a plus button by using this. Sorry, that's not plus button. So the lock sign. By using this, if you want to hide these values, you can hide these values. Then once you lock it, no one can see those values till the time you're not going to unlock it. So you can hide those values. Done. We are able to save. Now go to your pipeline and click on pipelines. Click on create pipeline. This is save. Go to pipeline, create pipeline. Now by using Azure Repos Git YAML we are running. select your project, and by default, they pick our YAML code because it's already added. So they have automatically take our code here. Next step, now click on run. The last step is just click on run. Now within few minutes, if you're going to come to our resource groups, you will see they are going to create all your resources. Now let's just wait here. Now click on your create backend resource because here we have to give the permission. Click on view and click on permit. You are giving the permit to your Terraform secrets. Permit. Now this is just a one time we have to do it. If you're running this pipeline multiple times, you don't have to give the permission multiple time. Just one time you have to give the permission. Now they start doing the first step. Now here we have to wait for few minutes. This will take some time. So they are creating right now total three resources. One resource group, one storage account, and one container. And once our storage account is ready, then they will start moving to creating the virtual machine. That's our main thing which we are trying to create. This store container, they are creating it where they are going to keep the Terraform tstate file of our infrastructure, which we need it. Done. This step is completed. We can refresh here. You can see I got the resource group. Here is the storage account. And here I can see the container with the name tstate. So first step is completed. Now they move to step 2, where they are going to create our virtual machine, virtual network, public IP. They are doing it. So they install the Terraform. Now Terraform init done. Now they move to Terraform apply. Here they are creating total 8 resources. And in the end, they will print the output also. In the same one, they'll print the output also for us. This will take some more time. Done. Now let's go to Terraform apply and see here. Here I got the public IP. Let's open this public IP in the browser. This is still taking more time. Till the time it is taking time, let's just come to our resource group, refresh this page, and here is it. One more resource group. And one network watcher RG also. Here we got other one also. Here NSG, public IP, virtual machine, network interface, disk, virtual network. We can open our virtual machine. Is it a public IP? 172.190.166.232. Is it the same one? Yes, it's the same. Still taking more. And we can see the energy also here. Where they have enabled 22 port number and 80 port. 22 port number is specific to this one and 80 port number is for anyone. So it's still taking more time. Let me try in another browser, close it and try it again. And let me try it in the Chrome also. Usually it is taking not that much time, but script is not taking that much time to run, but look like it is taking much more time right now. Oops. Yep, it is correct. Oh, I can't connect to that machine because I just give the public IP there. That's not public IP, different IP address. That's not my IP address. So we have to change this and I'll give it a star here. So, okay, I'll give it any save. And let's check why we are not able to see the web page. We'll try to see now. Assure user and what will be the password? Done. cd/va/html less. And here we got index.html. We are able to see our web page here. Azure training. It is Working fine. Got the web page. But now finally we got it. First, it was taking so much time to run that script. Now finally we are able to see our web page. So this is a complete project we have for our Azure DevOps Terraform. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you guys.